answers? I think I'm entitled to.
You want answers!
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
Welcome back to Friday's edition of Zero Dark 30. Got some internet reception as I travel through the night. Long before any human being should be asked to wake up. But here we are. Here we are, folks, and it is SHTF big time. Big time. What is going on? Has everyone forgotten that Joe Biden is still the president? Oh, the joys of SHTF. They're everywhere. Yeah, Joe is still the president. He is. Have you noticed the media doesn't talk to him? Media doesn't cover it. No one seems to care. Forgot all about Joe, Potato Joe, let's go Brandon, Joe, I did this. That guy, Mr. Stumble and Fumble, not only his words, but his feet. He's still president. And they are pushing, folks, for an expanded and even nuclear war. They truly are. They're pushing really hard to get it. Don't think that they want to have an election. They just don't know if they can get away with canceling the election. A lot of people said, nah, that can never happen. Never say never, right? Never say never. The consequences of them, folks, pulling the plug, or rather, tossing the bombs. Right? It seems to go up every day. Now, the reason I say that is Joe is still acting like as the acting president. He's still a complete dunderhead. But I find it fascinating. The mainstream media is totally enthralled with Kamala, even though she's the biggest dunderhead, period. And then there's Tim Walz, her VP pick, and he is backfiring spectacularly. I never dreamed anyone could be such a bad candidate as this guy. Yet he is. He totally is. What are we supposed to do with these people, folks? It's unbelievable. I mean, Rob Reiner is shooting his soup cooler off. And if Rob Reiner likes Timmy Boy and Kamala, there's a problem. But still, they're complete idiots. Let me ask you this. If you were a billionaire, super rich, right, descendant of aristocrats and royalty, if you were one of those people, would you want the economy and the safety of the world left in the hands of those morons? Would you want to leave your wealth, your family, your safety, your property, your heritage, your legacy in the hands of these people who could start a nuclear war? Apparently, Ukraine has rolled across a couple of bridges and they've gone into Russia. They've now invaded Russia. A couple of tanks and some other stuff. You want to talk about a fucking bear trap? We'll see how this plays out. We'll see how this plays out, folks. It's not going to be good. But let's continue. Let us continue. I mean, there's some other media person out there saying that Timmy the horse guzzler, there's a lot of jokes about Timmy and a horse. How true they are, I couldn't tell you. I'm just looking at them as jokes. But it's funny that we got Kamala, who's a hoe, and then you got Timmy, who's a horse boy. And, he's not the stallion. He just likes stallions, I guess. I just couldn't see leaving my money, my wealth, the world in their hands, unless they're really not the ones making the decisions. See, and I think that's the problem, is there are people more high, shall we say, more powerful, much higher than the president or the authority of the president. And that is the issue at hand with Trump, is Trump thought he was president. And so they had to stop that. But they don't mind someone like Kamala or Timmy Boy as long as they're controlled. Isn't that amazing? Here we are, we thought that the world was run by adults. It's not. The world is run by toys. These little marionettes, puppets, if you will. Oh, we've got trouble. But this one news commentator said, that Tim Walz, as VP, can teach us the joys that they have to offer. What joy is he talking about? Joy? Joy. Unbelievable. They think communism is joyful. It's almost as if they're intentionally being retarded. Not accidentally, intentionally. Wow. They don't understand all the murder and mayhem that's coming. In any event, I do. I'm sure you do as well. Are you prepared for where this is going? It is going to continue, and it's going to get worse. I've never seen such ignorance and stupidity, folks, come from so-called leadership, media, the intelligentsia. Wall Street even allows this. Well, I guess they're making their own rules as they go, whether it has to do with the monetary system or the investment system. As long as they've got their hands in the cookie jar, I guess they're fine. I guess that's all they care about. But yeah, that's it. All they care about is their wealth and control, and they're willing to risk it all, possibly even nuclear war. Well, we're going to talk about this and a whole lot more tonight when we go to the Friday Free for All. I hope to see you there because, folks, there's some stuff coming up, right? There is going to be not joy, but pain. The Secret Service is once again being proven to be liars. They said there's no body cam footage from police on the day that the real assassination of Trump was attempted, even though the left has been trying to deny it, say it's fake, say it's not true, ignore it, leave it alone. It's out there. It's out there, folks. It appears the Secret Service once again has lied to Congress, because there is body cam footage, even though now it's heavily doctored. And it tells a different story than that which the Secret Service is telling. Right? How many more lies do they get to tell? Well, as many as they want, in all truth. Because no one's going to do anything. No one can do anything. See, that's the problem. Is the entire system is impotent when it comes to justice and attacking certain people, Republicans, the enemies of the Democrats, anyone who professes to be independent media. That's what they get, folks. Right? They don't get justice. They get persecuted. The system is not out there for fairness, equality, and to make sure laws are followed. It's out there to make sure those who have power keep it, and those who gain power or could harm the others are punished and removed from the system. Right? Best way to win a race is to make sure you have no competitor. And that's exactly what the Democrats are up to. Chance favors the prepared mind is yours. I'll see you at the Friday free for all, and we'll cover the week's action. Until then, adios and semper fi.